Welcome back to Withering Waves, where we are here to do a side quest here. We're going to be doing a couple of side quests. A part of me hopes that these side quests will be long, and another part of me hopes that the side quests are... Well, I do want them to be long. So, let's get in here. This Uncle Fu guy, gotta talk to him.
Hello, Alex.
Hello, Uncle Fu.
What a polite young lad. So what do you think about HONGZHEN nowadays?
Better days are ahead.
You're quite optimistic, young one. You've seen the crisis at Mount Firmament, yet you're not scared, are you?
What do you mean?
You remind me of Jinyan the first time I saw her. You're both someone who lived through turbulent times and stood tall against all odds. Forgive me, I've lost myself. I wanted to see you because I have something to give you.
Uncle Fu takes out a scale-like object and hands it over to you solemnly.
Here you are.
This is...
Well, when I first became the mayor of HONGZHEN, I came across this thing on one of my walks in the mountains. At first I was intrigued by its peculiar shape, so I brought it back to me in town. But afterward it revealed some truly amazing power.
What is it?
The scale. It seems like it captured HONGZHEN in a frozen slice of time. A few nights after I found it, I dreamed of the moment I picked it up. The dream felt as real as life. I could even see the falling snow clearly, as if it had frozen.
How incredible.
Yeah, I was elated by the surprise like you did. I kept going back to it for a better half of a month until I finally realized I wasn't dreaming that night. Though small, this scale contains unimaginable power. When I carry it, it records my experiences and lets me relive them later. I call this ability chrono tracing. With it, I can see and hear everything I've experienced before, and even talk to those people on the chrono trace. I use this ability to record every detail in HONGZHEN. It certainly made the compilation of the HONGZHEN Chronicle much easier. During the day, I'd go through the archives and visit residents. At night, I used this magical token to reorganize the information I'd gather. As I was ankle-deep in the governing affairs, I couldn't picture what a lousy job I would have done on my official duties without his help.
Maybe it's better to give it to Zinyan.
Before I answer your question, let me ask you one. Guess what I recorded the most with the scale?
Important people?
You're right. After I stepped down as the mayor of HONGZHEN, I was no longer involved in HONGZHEN's affairs. When I handed over the position to Jinyi, I gave the scale to her as well, but she was a considerate one and soon returned it to me. For she saw that I needed it more. So rather than using it to achieve the nitty-gritty of her work, she allowed me to record the people I cherished. I watched many kids in HONGZHEN grow up and leave.
I need a drink. Oh, damn. Sometimes it hurts to do that voice, and sometimes it doesn't.
At first I thought they'd come back someday, but I realized I'd never see any of them again. Over the years, I've really missed those young folks who left Mount Firmament for new lives. So I used the scale to create a chrono trace for nearly every resident in HONGZHEN. Whenever I missed them, I visited and talked to them in these chrono traces.
Uncle Fu.
Enough about me. Let's talk about you, Alex. Something tells me this scale is related to Jue. Back then, I thought HONGZHEN needed Jinyi more than me, just like Jin Si did Jue. I've built my life around this town, but you, Alex, you're not restricted to HONGZHEN or even Honglong. There's a world of expanse out there awaiting your exploration, and many interesting souls for you to bond with. You'll need the scale more than I do, Or rather, you two fit right together. You can give it chrono traces that I can't, showing it truly important moments.
Thank you, Uncle Fu. I'll make good use of it.
You're welcome. I have a feeling you're different from those who never return. However far you go when you're tired, you're always welcome back to Mount Firmament. You know where to find me. Let me know when you want to catch up over a pot of tea.
Take photos, huh? What? Oh, God. Well, that's not much of anything. Huh? Huh? What's going on? I'm so confused. We're doing what now? It's gone. Okay, I don't get it. Huh. Okay. I am so confused about that, actually. Look for someone who needs a wind chimer. Hello? Hello, good sir. Would you be so kind as to lend me a few minutes? Sorry to bother you, but have you ever seen a bell-like object encircled by musical notes in the mountains? Well, it does ring a bell. Does it look similar to this bell adorned on my clothes? It's called a wind chimer, which can capture and preserve a variety of sounds, converting them into usable energy. Perhaps you can think of it as a sophisticated recorder to help you better understand how it works. There are many wind chimers scattered in the mountains. If you happen to find one, you may ring it to release the sounds within, and with the terminal, you can absorb the converted energy. I've been collecting these gadgets to amass the energy, which can be used to repair this Gulkin. Please, have a look. It's a nice one. What keen observation you have! If I manage to repair it, its melody will surely resonate across the mountain. No, even beyond. However broken it is, I can still feel the myriad of stories it's carrying, which is precisely why repairing it is worthwhile. To make the Guyan as well tuned, I need the energy from the wind chimer. Therefore, I would appreciate if you could collect the wind chimers and send them back to me. If your efforts are not going to go unpaid, don't worry, I know the rules. Payment for service rendered, that's what we call an equal exchange. I just want to have a look. So you'll get a recipe. Wait, that's... Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Why do you have Spectro here? Wait a minute. This is how you complete Spectro. Oh, boy. Wow. They don't make it easy to max out the protagonist, do they? Alright, screw it. We're doing the rounds. Hey, kid, where are your parents? My parents are working. I always play here, or else I'd be bored out of my mind since I don't have anyone to play with. Then why don't we build a snowman together? Come on down first. Let's build a big one. Well, I guess it's been a while since I last built a snowman. Okay then. Let's see who we can talk to. Try checking this place out. Say, would you be interested in checking out Mount Firmament's framed Saxy Springs? Other than the Sashi Springs, we offer medicinal, floral, and alcohol baths. Need a place to rest? We have accommodations too. There's nothing more relaxing than enjoying a soak in the Spirit Sand Spring, and then having a good night of sleep.
Wind, guide me.
Hey, wait. Haven't we met before? That's right, in the chamber, right? I remember seeing you with a pink-haired girl in the magistrate.
Huh?
Left quite an impression on me.
What do you offer here?
Trinkets and knickknacks. I'm just a small merchant trying to make a living. My wife got hurt during the Temporal Disruption, and that drove up the expenses. But fortunately, Mount Firmament is now accessible to the outside. More customers means even more money.
I don't remember you, sir, but okay. Whatever you say.
Mom, why is that lady holding a whiteboard?
I don't know.
That board has so many words and pretty pictures on it. I want to go take a look. I want to talk to the lady.
Be good, Saibo. She's busy. Let's not bother her. Judging from the size of HONGZHEN, everybody probably knows us. It's only a few stops to drop something off, and so why would they need mobile logistics? What about places farther away like Wound's Ridge or Wound's Crest? I don't think anyone lives there. Even if there were people, I never learned any skills to survive in the outdoor snow, so it would actually be faster for the locals to deliver themselves. Forgive me, I was too occupied to notice you were even here. Are you receiving or sending a package? Oops, never mind, I forgot we just opened up a Mount Firmament. Haven't even received anything from the outside yet. I'm just checking the place out. No problem, let me know if I can be of any assistance. Now the crowd has died down. I can finally take a breather. Is the Pioneer Association this popular? Mount Firmament is still a mystery to outsiders after all. So when the news of the open waterway broke, all of our signed adventurers, photographers, and reporters wanted to come. Naturally, business has picked up as a result. On top of that, with the association just setting up shop in HONGZHEN, everything's getting mixed up. I have to tackle issue after issue, and I haven't had a proper rest in days. I need to get back to my business now. I still have some documents to file. Talk later.
Oh no, the box is missing. The bad guy stole it. Tabby. Patchy. No.
Well, I guess we're not helping that kid.
Sorry.
What's wrong?
Oh, I thought you were asking for directions.
You don't like people asking you for directions?
Somewhat. We have a lot of tourists in Mount Firmament now. They don't know their way around, and I want to help them in my spare time. Normally, I don't have problems speaking, but when it comes to pointing the way or talking about HONGZHEN, I stutter and freeze up. I'm afraid I'd give the wrong information. I have no confidence at all.
Are you a local?
Yes, I'm from HONGZHEN, but most of my knowledge about the town comes from my family. I'm no expert. I haven't even been to many of the places in Mount Firmament.
Well, learn more and you'll be confident.
I see. Thanks for the suggestion. I'll work on that.
Are you guys interested in Mount Firmament tea? I heard it took 7 steps to make tea outside this mountain. Preparing teaware, warming teaware, putting in the tea, brewing the tea, discarding the first batch, putting the tea, and then serving the tea. It's not much different from our local tradition, though we're a little more particular. Just on warming the teaware alone, we don't use boiled water, but a scoop of Sagachi Springs water, heating it with the spring's natural heat. The teaware would get an earthy aroma from the heat, so when you pour the tea, your nostrils are greeted with a scent as the leaves were freshly plucked from the snow. Here, I just made the premium firmament snow tea leaves. Try it.
You're not a HONGZHEN local, are you? Where you from? Jinzhou? I have no idea either. No idea? Well, still an outsider no matter how you slice it. Can you tell me what's cool or interesting out there then? I got a friend who's, had talked about leaving Mount Firmament to see the outside. I just don't get it. What's so special out there that's worth giving up this comfortable life for? If I may, I've noticed there are a lot of people from outside who are always so busy, rushing around as if they got something urgent to attend to and they never seem to stop. I don't want my best friend to end up like that too. You can relax and have fun anywhere if you want to. The lifestyle outside Mount Firmament has to be different, right? I just don't see her living the same carefree life out there. Never discussed things like this before. Let me think about it. Excuse me, but did you just get back from the mountain? Did you see Zunhui and Lily? They are both researchers from Hashu Academy, wearing uniforms and are about my age? Yeah. You see, so they did go into the mountain for research. I'd really like to see Zunhui and Lily's work routine. I think I can learn a lot even by just watching them work. But you're from HONGZHEN, so how did you know them? There was a blizzard a few days ago. They and Wei took shelter in my house. We chatted and got to know each other. From then on, they came to see me whenever they're free and share all kinds of interesting things. Like why scarfrost deer have heart-shaped fur, and how air sailors feed themselves. I never thought I could see the world through such a perspective. Things I thought couldn't be any more ordinary turned out to be so interesting and valuable. Oh boy. What's the date today? What is today? Tuesday now? Maybe I'm daydreaming here, but I thought perhaps I could become a Hoshu researcher too, like Junhui, Lily, and Wei. At least I'm working toward that goal. Being a researcher takes lots of effort. Nice aspiration. Good luck. I plan to head to Jinzhou to study. I must take my first step. More doing, less talking. That's what I learned from Junhui. But before I do that, I want to say goodbye to Yan. Yan is my best friend. We grew up together. I don't want him to be troubled by my decision. Well, he don't want to just be friends anymore. He wants to Alright, I don't know why I had to do that. You got a side quest. That's just another picture. We already talked to Uncle Fu. What? Uncle Fu gazes into the horizon, too lost in his thoughts to notice anyone around him.
No idea what happened to the young ones who ventured outside of Mount Firmament. I hope nothing bad happens to them. Hopefully they'll come back once in a while. This is their home after all.
Interesting. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it for myself. I wonder what makes how she's being so special. Maybe I should try it out myself sometime.
This is still not interesting enough. Got to work more on the hook some more. Hey there, are you looking for a story? Unfortunately, I'm still getting a new script ready. I didn't expect the people in HONGZHEN to be so enthusiastic. I see. I still have a lot to learn. Not to mention everyone would get bored if I kept telling the same stories. I must figure out how to make them more engaging. Yin suggested that I add some details to attract younger audiences. I think that's a good idea. You're not from around here, right? If you're not in a hurry, try the Spirit Sand Spring. It's wonderfully relaxing. Throw in the scenery, and I wouldn't trade places with anyone. But you do look kind of familiar. What have I seen you before? Where indeed?
Here, let's give it a nose. Done. Still feeling bored?
I made tons of snowmen before, so I'm kind of over it. I think it's more fun to climb up higher places.
Hi, friend. Can you help me with something?
Are you talking to me?
Can you help me borrow one of those self-moving suitcases? You know, the ones that have 4 wheels at the bottom and can follow travelers around?
What do you need that for?
The stuff on Mount Firmament can hardly interest Yang anymore. If I don't step in, I'm worried that the kid will do something dangerous again when her parents aren't around. That's why I want to find something interesting for Yang.
Leave it to me.
Thank you so much.
Is this the... No?
There's nothing about this plant anywhere.
What's wrong? What you got there is a silver lotus. We use it for food. It's nothing special. If you're interested, I can give you some from my house.
Thank you, ma'am. Oh, that is a woman. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't... Oh, God.
Thank you, ma'am, but it's alright. I can pick someone I do research in the mountains.
Whatever you like. Come over for dinner. I'll make my signature silver lotus dish.
Won't that be too much trouble?
No trouble at all. You don't get that outside Mount Firmament. It is said that silver lotuses only grow in snow patches where the Sentinel has been.
What? Silver lotuses have something to do with the Sentinel? It sounds like a myth, but still. It could be a nice subject for a paper. I can't tell. I guess he doesn't have the side quest. Inspect. What? Why am I using the sensor? Oh my god.
Seems like a new discovery.
I don't know what the hell is happening here. I don't get the point of taking these pictures.
Mommy, these grown-ups. I never seen the outfits they're wearing before.
Well, Zhaijun, that's because they come from outside Mount Firmament.
What's it like outside Mount Firmament? Is it scary? Grandpa said it's full of monsters.
Grandpa was talking about a long time ago. It's similar to our town now, with lots of people living there.
Come one, come all. That's the phrase I learned from foreign customers. What do you think? Some souvenirs. What do you sell?
Just recipes, so nothing too interesting so far. Yes, I am quite low on echo experience items. So we definitely get that. Go ahead and give me that. What?
Here's the dried fruit you wanted, Danhu. Where do you want them? I'll put them up for you.
No worries, Miss Chi. You just take it easy and leave the heavy lifting to me. I have something I would like to talk to you about. The dried fruit you made is wonderful, but there isn't enough of it. Even we Mount Firmament locals have a hard time getting them, let alone folks from other places. So is it possible for you to make a couple more baskets?
Well, I still have a jar at home. Just tell anyone who wants it to come to me. But a couple more baskets. That's going to be tough. As you know, my son left Mount Firmament some time ago, leaving me all alone in the house. I just don't have the energy to do it by myself.
It's alright, I was just wondering. The decision is all yours, naturally.
Sorry about that. That's the case for everybody. I used to complain about him causing trouble when he was home. Now that he's gone, I have no one to help me, and I miss him terribly.
Why did I need a camera angle for that? Excuse me, would you mind lending me a hand?
What is it? It's nothing really, just that HONGZHEN has gotten a lot busier now that it's easier to come to Mount Firmament. But my business is still the same as always, neither good nor bad. Most of my customers are regulars from the town. The visitors just come in, browse, and leave without buying anything. So I thought maybe I should get something new in, stuff I've never sold before. Are you looking for me for advice? Yeah, you're not from here, so you probably got a preference. So please, give me some suggestions. Local specialty at Mount Firmament. True, the things we're used to seeing in Mount Firmament might be interesting to outsiders. Thanks a lot, you've been a great help. Yes, it's nice to have someone to chat with. This is relaxing for me. To be honest, I still feel a lingering fear whenever I think about the temporal disruption in Mount Firmament. Even though it's in the past, I'm still tense as a tightrope. Why is that? It's just that I'm worried that I won't be able to manage everything, or that the supplies in my shop might run short. Things were dire at the time. It was inevitable that people would get hurt even with the magistrate and Lady Xinyan holding down the fort. That's why I've seen a lot of patients lately. Some have injuries that could cause complications later if not treated correctly. Your hard work is appreciated. I can't deny it's hard work, but it's also my duty as a healer to treat patients I chose to do. I chose to do it, so no complaints. I just hope everyone will get well soon.
It's great to be young, not like this old body. Aches and pains everywhere. Can't even leave the house without Zhonglin's prescriptions and those magic Sachi springs. Zhonglin's been studying medicine in his grandfather's footsteps since childhood, and is now our most trusted doctor here. He's the one we see to treat illness. His prescriptions don't always conform to convention, but you can't argue the result. Not to mention, after all these years, he knows our conditions the best.
Well, I guess that's the rounds then. So with that, we end off this video, and then in the next video, well, there's a lot of side quests to do. Oh man, I gotta voice more shit.
'Cause every night